down again here. There we go. Right then, now. Just pop myself up on this side. Do my little surfing act, which I can't surf, ladies and gentlemen, so that's why I stay on my knees. It's a good fun trick this, and it's a lovely smooth track here. Fellas racing tomorrow are going to have a great time right here. Everyone's putting a lot of work to make this thing really nice and smooth. So when I'm jumping on it, I'll try not to leave any holes in it for everyone to hit when they're going down the straight. Hello everyone! Oh, come on Dave, come on mate, I want to come down here. Oh, stick you on. Wear your glasses. Go and take Dave on first. Just turn me down just a fraction, that's it. Right, look very nicely with that helmet on, Dave. Come on, mate, take a seat right here. Let me just make sure my seat's not going to fall off. Right, okay. Now, you trust me, don't you? Okay? I'm going to pay you back for getting those wooden kangaroos 2 foot high, as you said as well. Right, stick your bow on here. Come here, mate, come here. Come here. Come, ladies and gentlemen, give Dave a big round of applause. He's trying to milk this little thing. That's it. Just take your seat right there, mate. Alright then, just sit right there. Now, move up a bit, move up a bunch of that, right there. Just hold on to here, right? Just like a Russian Bronco, right? Hold on with one hand and wave with the other. That's it, okay? Where am I going? You know what, you do it, mate. Now, let me start this thing up first, thing up. Come on. What do you do with that hand? Don't grab my arm with it. And really long. Ready, one. Good. You okay? You sure? Alright. I tell you, we'll get him waving before the performance now. I'll take him back in there, hang on, he's not going to wave. He's not,
yeah, Matt, he's not waving to us, Matt.
Okay. There we go, he's waving now, we're only doing it. Okay, now hold the bucket. Right, is that okay, guys? Right, when you sit together, you've got to stay there. You've got to stay there. Right, you've got to put together on now. Right, you stay there. Move back over there, move back. Come in now, Lee. You sit right there. Sit right there. Okay. Oh, you okay? No, I'll stick it on the end of the gallery. What do I hold on to there?
Dave, I don't think it's your hands you've got to worry about.
Yeah. We should have done one and you able to see what you had to see what to do heavy finish with everybody, isn't it? Alright. Put your leg there. Need to go on the board again. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I won't stick you there. Alright. There we go, you alright? Okay, on the jump again, going 1, 2, 3. Go on, everyone else good, hang on a sec. Oh, he's moving out. Really kicked me. Pull off the back brake, that would have been disastrous. We would have lost the back to your head. He's getting quite excited, you know. Alright. Okay then. Right, they're not ground your foot away, have they? didn't want to go on the end. What engine are you talking about? What are you laughing at? Okay, hang on a sec. No, it's only about 3 inches there. You got to use much more than that, wouldn't you? No? Okay, well, stick on the handlebars then. Arms up. That's it, good on it. Alright, sit down. Just relax. Does this come off? No, I can leave it on. Yeah, go on, you can look much better. Yeah, because the bloke will be more happy. You happy now, fellas? Yeah, go on.
I like your song, man.
Take off, right? There you go. Right then. Put your legs up. That's it, yeah. That's going to hold the bar. Now you actually don't have to hold on to anything, right? All you do is sit back and you wave to everybody. Okay? Because you'll be wedged in there. Okay? Put your feet through like that. Okay? Alright. Now then, Dave. Check his grip out. Get your hand away from that lovely.
Yeah, we're watching that, we're watching.
You gotta hold on to my leg instead, alright? Now. Okay, put your foot there like that. I need to start the machine up. Now ladies and gentlemen, if we normally I put another one on, but Dave's got with the 3, so I'm actually more than I'm normally on. Just go, mate, just go. No, but continue with it. Oh, now, I forgot to tell you all, you're not allowed to swear or say anything naughty, right? Okay? Because everyone can hear everything. Yeah. But you say, I said the S word in front of Prince Charles once, that wasn't too bad. Now, let me just start this up. Okay, Sarah? Good. Alright, now. Okay, guys, give us your arm, mate. That's it. That's it, good on that. Now turn your head, mate, the family go. Come on, look at me. Okay then, now. You feel my back on your nose. Now, what is that? Your leg. You feel my leg on your shoulder. Okay? Just left up your leg. Understand? You feel that there? That's me. I'm still there. You don't feel that means I fell off. Alright. You okay? Now then, get the quad moving. Right. You right? Yeah. Turn around. Okay. Hang on, race around. See if we can pull it up around that back. Straight away. You ready? 1, 2. Woo! Let's go back up there again. No, let's go again, here we go. 3, 1. Goodness me! Right, all you stay there, girl, stay there, you stay off the back, here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these brave volunteers a big round of applause for this part. Absolutely fantastic. You've passed that time done. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm just doing what's that off, I have a little breather. Yeah, this is my miles actually. Right, there he is down there. Okay. Who actually thinks, now whatever you think, you've got to give a big cheer, please. Who actually thinks we're going to make it over here safely? That's actually pretty good, you know. Right. Who thinks, so I know it's nice and lined up as well. Who thinks I'm going to land right on top of the car here? Stand at the end there. Yeah. That's it. This next one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is always the biggest one forever, everywhere I go, all over the world. It's always the biggest here. So I have a big screen for who wants to see me put 2 really great big black tire marks right on his roof. Alright, Ben. I've only done that a few times. Now, I better not do it. I'll supply us profits will suddenly dry up, I'm sure. Right, okay, here we go. Right. Okay, here we go. Make sure it's all lined up right. Okay, alright. Alright, just check it. I'd like to get the rhythm going. Enough messing about, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been to one of my shows, you know what this next one's all about. I had a big old rush of adrenaline to get me over here safely. So have it on the count of three, a big screen. You ready? I'll get this done. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3! Fantastic, fantastic. Let's go again. You ready? On the count of three, I'm really going to hear you, so I can get going. Are you ready? All together. 1, 2, 3! Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. As I come up there, very bow and here we go again. Help lift me across there. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Thank you very much. How much I miss a boy? Yeah? I did. You right, Rob? How much did I get you? Pretty close though, wasn't it? I think I even swore. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now over here, thanks very much to Rob's son. And George and all the gang from Talent, thanks very much for your support. You're all wonderful, and I see a lot of talent hats down here because I know they got some support, especially in this area. Now, from the Kangaroo Kid, I shall be back tomorrow, okay?
Quickly, Andrew finds which rut they're going to go in. He clears the loose out. Number 23, Tony Starke and Darren Wood on 18 points at the moment. So what everybody in the pit box for the second semi-final will be hoping is that one of these outfits can take points off of Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens. He, of course, will be determined to make sure that nobody does take points off him. He gets himself into the final in a commanding position. So this is the first semi-final for the Sidecars. What can Brian Palmer and Tony Starke do about the speed of Lester Goodwin? He's on that inside gate again. I quite expected him to take that inside gate. He's as quick as any of them off the start line. It gives him a good line into that first turn. Lester Goodwin is at an absolute flyer of a start. He dives into that first turn. He really did get away from everybody else while they were sitting on the line. Tony Stark is slightly in second place. Brian Palmer's running into third at the moment. But really, it's all about whether anybody can catch the flying Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens. That was an absolutely brilliant start that they made. And it doesn't look as if anybody's going to get anywhere near them, does it? As they go into that pit bend for the second time. Brian Palmer's looking to have a go at Tony Stark for that second place. He knows he doesn't want to lose down too much on the points in this semi-final stage. Round the outside he goes once again, and it's indeed going to be a move into second place. Tony Stark tries to come back at him, but Brian Palmer has got there. So Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg, now can they close down on Lester Goodwin? He really has been allowed to get a very big margin on the rest of the field as he goes down the back straight. What is perhaps 6 or 7 points makes a difference between him and second place. It will be the last lap flag for them this time as they come round. And at the moment it all looks to be going wrong for Tony Stark. He's back in third place, but Simon Baird has got a lot closer to him. Simon, I'm sure, has noticed that Tony's going wide on the edges of the bend. There must be a way through. Watch for that second and third place then, or third and fourth place I should say, because second and first look as if they're absolutely filled. It's going to be maximum points once again for Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens in the first of the semi-finals. So the first of the semi-finals, I'm sure you've all put first place in against outfit number 3, that's Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens. They've kept ones all the way through, or should I say maximum 7 points all the way through. In second place to them, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In third place, number 23, Tony Stark and Darren Wood. In fourth place, number 4, Simon Baird and Rob Graves. And fifth place, number 143, Keith Richards and Gareth Bemister. The winning time was 88.93, 88.93, that's the first of the semi-finals. And of course it moves Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens on to 28 points. Second to them, Brian Palmer, he picks up 5 points for that ride, so he goes on to 21 points. So the difference there, 7 points between those two. It certainly did Lester Goodwin a favour that Tony Stark was back in third, because he only scores 4 points from that one, making him on 22. But we now turn our attention to the second semi-final. Of course, we've got coming to the line on 19 points, outfit number 56, Wayne Reed and Clive Preston. On 16 points, number 57, Mike Reed and Andy Robertson. On 15 points, number 10, Tony Cook and Terry Greenwood. On 12 points, number 7, Barrie Bennett and Steve Tom. And on 10 points, number 11, Ricky Neale and Tim Phillips. So has made a very good start, but Mike Reed has gone there with him as well. He was on gate 2 from the inside. It's Wayne that's got to the front. Mike Reed is close to him now as they go down that back straight. There's nothing to do at the moment. We expect to see a challenge from Mike Reed and Andy Robertson as they go into that second bend. And the challenge comes, but Wayne Reed has beaten it off as he stays just in the lead. Mike Reed is forced to go wide coming past us, and he's again forced to go wide into that pit turn. Now, can he get round the outside? He's looking like doing it, and Mike Reed and Andy Robertson look to have done it. Wayne Reed in the second spot at the moment. Can he respond? Mike has still stayed very, very wide, and Wayne has come through once again on the inside. A good scrap between these two. Well, again, I think Wayne has just got the edge going into that pit bend. Mike is forced to go wide. It's a very quick line that Mike's got round that bend, particularly on the exit. And he must be looking at trying to cut across on that back straight and holding it much tighter this time. But again, he goes wide. Now, he is a little bit tighter than he was last time, and it does mean that he's got the consolidated lead, because Wayne has to watch him go into that pit bend in front of him this time. He's had him alongside him for the first 3 laps, but this time he's got in front. And Mike Reid and Andy Robertson look like capitalising on this one as they go into the checker flag this time as they come into us. Tony Cook is holding that 3rd place at the moment, but it's all about maximum points for Mike Reid and Andy Robertson. So the second semi-final and a win for outfit number 57, Mike Reid and Andy Robertson. In second place to them, number 56, that's Wayne Reid and Clive Preston. In 3rd place, number 23, Tony Starke and Darren Wood. In 4th place, no it wasn't, I've got that completely wrong, haven't I? 3rd place goes to Tony Cook and passenger Terry Greenwood. My apologies, that's outfit number 10, 3rd place. 4th place goes to number 7, Barrie Bennett and Steve Tong. And 5th place, number 11, Ricky Neale and Tim Phillips. So that's the second semi-final. 88.71 was the winning time, 88.71. We now calculate who it is that goes in the final and add the points up and see who's going to do what. Dave, we're back with the under-23s.
Thank you very much, Jim. And of course, Andrew Appleton and Theo Pijper are kept in different semi-finals, and both on 36 points, but Andrew Appleton goes in this particular semi. Semi-final, they don't take long to get away. And we look to see Andrew Appleton didn't get a very good start. He's then in 3rd place at the moment. So this makes it very, very interesting. Andrew get his way through. He's in 3rd spot and has got to do some work here. As they come round towards us, Andrew keeps it tight on the inside. But it's Jason King who leads. Tommy Cooper in 3rd place. And then Christian Hulshorst in 4th place. Now Jason King holding on, Andrew Appleton, a battle of the young guns here, and Jason doing extremely well, not long commanding youth, Grasstrack, only a couple of seasons, and there he is leading the way, number 38 from Andrew Appleton, the German there going a little bit wide, loses the ground in 4th place, Thomas Cooper holding that 3rd spot, but Andrew Appleton's got no answer to Jason King. This is a real turnout for the book here. So Jason King with 1 lap to go from Andrew Appleton. 153, Tommy Cooper's next, but coming under pressure from Christian Hulshorst. And then 21 is next. Joel Kebby, the German rider. And the checker flag goes out. This time though to Jason King. 2nd place to Andrew Appleton. 3rd place just on the line there, Thomas Cooper. And 4th place, Christian Hulshorst. 1st, number 38, 2nd, 4, 3rd, 153, 4th, 28, 5th, 21, 6th, number 7, 7th, number 2, and 8th, number 83. The result of our first semi-final, 77.34, that winning time. On to the second semi-final. Well, we had a surprise in the first one with the unbeaten Andrew Appleton being beaten by Jason King. We'll see if anything can happen in this one, because we have Theo Pijper, who was unbeaten so far, number 5, and the reigning champion. But one rider who's been going very, very well today is Northerner Richard Hall, number 31. But, wow, Theo Pijper got a tremendous start. Paul Cooper in 2nd place, tucked in behind him. We look to see where Richard Cooper is, but Theo Pijper, tremendous start, and just pulling away from the rest of the field. And he's going to put himself in a very, very strong position if he wins this particular semi-final. So Theo Pijper it is, from Paul Cooper, then Paul Knott. And, well, Richard Cooper's, Richard Hall, there's a lot of work to do. Martin Williams having mechanical problems there at the back, and with a misfiring machine, but Theo Pijper it is, who is taking control and taking command of this one. Paul Cooper in a safe 2nd place, followed by Paul Knott. Then we got Dirk Fabriek, and the rider has been going extremely well today. Richard Hall is next, but Richard's not making any impression on the 4 riders in front of him at the moment. So 1 lap to go for Theo Pijper. No change at all with Paul Cooper holding that second place. And Paul Cooper's won away into the 3rd spot now. As they come around for the checkered flag, it's going to be a win for Theo Pijper. 2nd place went to Paul Cooper, number 11. 3rd place for Knott. The result of the 2nd semi-final, a win for number 5, Theo Pijper. In 2nd place, number 11, Paul Cooper. 3rd place went to number 29, Paul Knott. 4th place, number 9, Dirk Fabriek. In 5th place, number 31, Richard Hall. 6th place, number 41, Darren Rolph. In 7th place, number 10, Dave Rumsey. The winning time, 76.77. 76.77. So, first number 5, 2nd number 11, 3rd 29, 4th number 9, 5th number 31, and in 6th place number 41, and bringing up the rear there in 7th place number 10.
24 points amassed from their 4 rides. They're joined right next to them, I suspect, on the line with number 57, Mike Reed and Andy Robertson on 23 points. Tony Starke and Terry Greenwood on 22 points. With the man with everything to do is number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg on 21 points. So, once again, we see Andrew Stevens find the ditch they want to use. He gets all the loose out of that, so maximum drive is given. I must admit, if he can get another start like he did in the semi-final, then there will be absolutely no catching him. But everybody else has realised what he did. So 56 Wayne Reed is the next one to have a choice, and he's gone in fact just on the outside of Lester Goodwin. Mike Reed and Andy Robertson then 1 step out from them. Tony Starke and Darren Wood out 1 step further. So I just wonder, has Brian Palmer got a choice of an inside gate or an outside gate? Well, in fact, he's coming to the outside. It doesn't look as if there is a space on the inside. Palmer has made a very good start on the outside. This certainly could upset things. Together as they go into that first turn, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg had a fantastic start. They closed in quickly going into that first turn, and they indeed have got the lead. So, where is Lester Goodwin? He's in 2nd place at the moment. Now, will he be able to work it out? Will he know this is enough? Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg have certainly got the lead, but that in fact will only bring them level on points with Lester Goodwin. So Lester must know that he's comfortable in 2nd place. But it's a great ride from Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. Lester Goodwin starts to try and close him down. Into that top turn they come, and as they come down past me, it is Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. And don't they wish they could have done so much more earlier on today? They really were the slow starters today. They had a 3rd first time out. They followed that with a 2nd. They then eventually had a win. and this is turning out to be a great final for them. But Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens are not far away. They know they're comfortable in second, but I'm sure they'd want to win the final. They've kept a clean sheet all afternoon up till now. In that third and fourth place, there is a bit of a battle going on between the Reed family. You've got Mike Reed and Andy Robertson sitting in third. Wayne Reed just behind him in fourth. But this really has all turned out to be a terrific ride for Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg as they now come into the last third. Mike Reed getting close to Lester Goodwin. But as the checkered flag goes, it's going to be a final win for Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens get second place. And that, of course, will be enough for them to win the overall. 5 points added to the 28 they've already got gives them 33 points overall. But let's not take it away from Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. If it had been a straight race in the final, they would have been getting first prize. So as the 500 sidecars come round to receive your applause, a terrific effort as always from the 500cc competitors and a terrific ride from some very talented crews that do spend a lot of their time riding abroad. Great to see them here down at Yeovil. And while they make their way back to the pits, let's give you the official result then, because it was a win for outfit number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. Second to them, outfit number 3, Lester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens. In third place, number 57, Mike Reed and Andy Robertson. In fourth place, number 56, Wayne Reed and Clive Preston. And the fifth place finisher there, number 23, Tony Starke and Darren Wood. The winning time was 89.61. So, we now turn the page because we move to the JT Commercials Under-23 Championships. Promises to be an absolutely cracking final. Dave, I wonder if you will make any predictions.
Well, Theo Pjiper looks in a very, very strong position to retain his JT Commercials Under-23 Championship. And he goes into the final on 48 points, 2 points ahead of Andrew Appleton and Jason King. They're both on 46 points. Richard Hall, well, he's in fourth place at the moment on 38 points. Those are the front runners. So Theo Pjiper has already lined himself up there. And then we got Jason King coming in, Andrew Appleton coming up to the tapes. Richard Hall, number 31, comes up to the tapes to take his position. Number 28, Christian Hulshorst, the German, comes in. So does number 9, Dirk Fabriek from Holland. And Thomas Cooper, our final rider, going in to the lineup. And who's this just coming up? That's Paul Cooper coming to the line right at the last minute. He only just makes it in time. They get to the start in tapes. Chris Carter gets them in line. And he's pointing at something in the middle there. I think there's one slight problem there on the line. Yes, Paul Cooper has gone in the wrong gate position. So they're just putting Paul into the correct gate position. This time I think we got him lined up. Chris Carter's still sorting them out there. He's moving Dirk Fabriek into line. The riders pull back as Chris Carter gets them organised. So, who's your money on anybody? Is it going to be Theo Pjiper, the Edinburgh Speedway star, 5th in the world long track and Grasstrack Championship? Or can some of the young pretenders from the UK go out there and take a win? In fact, some of the riders turning around and Chris still sorting out. One of the riders actually stalled on the line there. So I think Jason King there has actually stalled, so they're just getting him sorted out. So the riders then this time come into line. We got some of the mechanics coming over to help sort the bikes out. The rider's being called in, and there seems to be a problem with one of the riders. I think he gets his goggles on. A spare bike is being brought out. So Jason King there, the rider, having mechanical problems, I think. Certainly looks like Jason's leathers there. And Andrew Appleton on the inside of Theo Pjiper. Theo Pjiper hits the bump and goes back into second place. Andrew Appleton leads the United Kingdom first, and it's Theo Pjiper coming through. Theo Pjiper then came through on the inside and battled to the front there. It's the man from Holland who leads. But look at Andrew Appleton. He's not given up yet. Andrew Appleton in second, and Paul Cooper. Then Christian Hulshorst is next in fourth place. Although Christian comes through in third place. There's a problem there for one of the Jason King there. He's right at the back after jumping off that spare bike. But Theo Pjiper looking good now, starting to pull away from Andrew Appleton. And then it's Christian Hulshorst, then Paul Cooper. Richard Hall is next, and it's Dirk Fabriek, followed by Thomas Cooper. And unfortunately, Jason right at the back. So, coming around to start the final lap. The reigning champion looks like he's going to hold on to that championship. Theo Pjiper out in front from Andrew Appleton. With less than half a lap to go, he's just pulling away. And just look at this international star. He's certainly going to be a spoiler tomorrow in the international event. As he comes round to take the checkered flag, it's Theo Pjiper from Andrew Appleton, then Christian Hulshorst, and then number 11, Paul Cooper from Richard Cooper, then Dirk Fabriek, followed by Thomas Cooper, and bringing up the rear, still getting the points there, Jason King. Well, we'll be going through the points as lap scorers. We'll work out the order of the finishing order for this JT Commercials Under 20 free championship. Are we going to see Theo Pjiper? Is somebody going to send Theo Pjiper around for a lap of honour? Right, and here he comes around for his lap of honour. We'll start the results. It's a win for number 5, Theo Pjiper. Second, number 4, Andrew Appleton. Third, number 28, Christian Hulshorst. Then it was number 11, Paul Cooper. Followed by 13-1, Richard Hall. Then number 9, Dirk Fabriek. Followed by 153, Thomas Cooper. And number 38, Jason King. The winning time is 76.99. I'll run through those again in a minute because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, show your appreciation. The JT Commercials champion. There he is, Theo Pjiper. Also coming around for the applause there, Paul Cooper and Andrew Appleton. So just running through, it was a win for number 5, second 4, third 28, fourth number 11, fifth 31, sixth was number 9. Christian, really there from Christian, 9, then 153, then 38, and the winning time 76.99. Now we'll give you the rundown of the points very, very shortly. Don't run away because there is a presentation going to be taking place in about 10 minutes time. And of course then there's the arena trial, and it's a gorgeous evening, so don't run away if you're going down to the local hotel or whatever.
We're going to do the Talon 500cc championship first of all. So if we could have George Sartin, do you want to come up here? Because we'll do the presentations up here on the rostrum. And George, of course, involved with motorcycles for a long time, and of course Talon. And thanks to Lou Coffin, we're all wearing, all the Coffin boys are all wearing Talon hats. Mine's in the commentary box, but that's right. You pleased with the way things went today?
Yes, I've really enjoyed it. I'm sure everyone else has, and if you appreciate how much work John and all the crew have done all week, it's amazing, really, absolutely amazing. I've watched it through the week, and guys have been here all week working. It's incredible.
Brilliant, thank you very much. You ready?
I'm ready.
Wonderful. Right, if we can have then the first three up, we'll interview them after we've presented the prizes. But in third place was Neale Taylor. Oh, careful, Lou. You all right? The number boards, very good. What do you reckon that was? 8? 9? Give it 3. Onto the rostrum there.
Excuse for not getting up in the morning now. No.
In second place, Wayne Barrett.
None of my boys.
Once you've done that, George, we've got to present him the trophies as well. So if you give him the garlands. Where's Wayne Barrett? Wayne, where are you? You've had a long break. He's had a long break, hasn't he? Yeah, that's it. George, do you want to give Mr. Taylor his trophy here? Oh, Trevor Banks was still down there, was it? We haven't called you out, Trevor. You're okay. You don't have to run. We know you're getting on. Well, that's for Wayne Barrett when he arrives. He's on his way, is he? Should we talk amongst ourselves while we get him here?
Well, Wayne. Well, Wayne.
Well done, Wayne Barrett, then. We've got quite a few things here for you. Well done. Jump on the rostrum there, Wayne. And would you believe, British champion back in 1979 and still going like a rocket train, absolutely sensational today, Trevor Banks, the winner. Show your appreciation, everybody. It really is something special. See this gentleman up on the top here. Alan Whale there taking the photographs. Alan, aren't you going to have these young ladies in the pictures as well then? In a minute, eh? Oh, Luke Coffin's moving you over. I've already had a squeeze of these young ladies. I'll move back here.
Hold it.
Oh.
You get another squeeze, George. Get another one in, George. Hang on a minute.
We're listening to that, Lou. We're listening to what you're saying. Right, we'll have a wander along here to chat. Neale, you seem to be getting quicker as the day went on. You pleased with your third place?
Yeah, I was pleased with third place. I mean, I wasn't making terrific starts, but I mean, against a man like Trevor Banks here and Wayne on the speedway, I mean, I think I've done quite well today to keep a consistent third place all day.
And we all agree. Well done. Give another round of applause. Neale Taylor. A gentleman I've talked to quite a bit here, especially in the old days at St Austell Speedway. Wayne Barrett, congratulations on your second place.
Thank you very much.
Well, you look very pleased. You took a long time to get up here for your trophy. What, were you having a kip in the van?
I was just having a chat with Trevor down the bottom, and wanted to hear Neale's name be given out. We thought better get up here quick.
Congratulations. You're riding tomorrow as well?
No, not tomorrow.
So you actually hasn't he qualified? It should be the top two, Jim, isn't it? So that weren't seeded to qualify. Yeah, that's right. So there are a couple of you who are the top. You're in the wrong class. That was under 23. You're too old. Sorry. 24. Talking of age, this really is the cream rising to the top, isn't it? Well done, Trevor. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good day today for me. I do find it's hard when it's bumpy, and I made a couple of good starts and got away from all the dirt. So yeah, I'm quite pleased really, and I've got a bit of confidence for tomorrow now. So hopefully we can do something tomorrow.
Watch out, Girdris, Kelvin Tatum, and Robert Bath tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think I'll be well pleased just to make the final, but it's going to be hard tomorrow. They're really going to be going tomorrow. So, yeah, if I can get in the A final, I'll be very, very pleased.
Wonderful, I'm sure we all will. Congratulations to these three here, and wonderful riding. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And we've now got the Sidecars, the 500 Sidecars. My colleague Jim, there you go. I'm not going to say anything funny, don't worry.
I always get worried when I work with you, Dave, right? We move on to the Sidecars and we stay with Talon-sponsored engineering, of course, for the Sidecars. So, George, if I can ask you to stay up here and obviously get things organised with Lou over there. Don't take any notice of what he says, George, he'll just confuse you. But, you know, just carry on, you know what needs to happen. Right, I think you'll agree that with the 500 Sidecars this afternoon, we know that these guys do spend a lot of time travelling around Europe, competing in the big continental meetings. But when we get them all together, we know the competition's going to be tough. Well, I'm very pleased to say that we got somebody coming up here on the roster and finishing in third place that I think is going to be a big talent for the future. Very pleased to welcome up in third place this afternoon, Wayne Reid and Clive Preston. So this is where they start to run out of hands. Right, we've just about got everything, have we? Now comes the easy bit, because you're going to come over here and have a word with me. Always very reluctant, these Sidecar drivers, but Wayne, if I can have a quick word with you first of all, I mean, it was very close in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've been riding my hardest today. I thought myself I've got to come here and try and finish up on the rostrum, and I have done.
Well, you have done, but if I can go right back to the beginning of the day, slightly disappointed about the overtaking movement.
Yeah, I stuck my front wheel over the pegs. I knew I did that, and got excluded for it, but it's one of those things, isn't it?
Well, one of those things. It wasn't quite an exclusion. They just dropped you back a place, which I think was very fair. And if I can bring you in, Clive, because I'm going to be honest enough to say I don't know how long you've been riding with Wayne, or indeed how long Wayne's been riding, but he's getting quicker and quicker, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very good. Named Wayne since I was at school. We used to sit in maths together, and one day we were thinking of this.
That was last year, I take it.
I'm a bit older than that.
Well done indeed, guys. Third place finishers this afternoon, Wayne Reid and Clive Preston. Well, while I let Alan take the photographs, I think, you know, it gives me a chance to preamble the build up for the second place, doesn't it? Because we've just heard from the youngsters, just out of school, going places. Different story with second place, isn't it? It took him a long time to wake up this afternoon. Disappointing rides to start with. He then got a win in his last heat, and he's turned around and won the final. It was, of course, enough to get him second place. Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg.
Come on, Raz. I'm coming.
Yeah. I know I'm going to get some boards for tomorrow, I tell you. Slightly better in terms of performance there, Raz, than Lou did a moment ago. As for tact and diplomacy, now we're going backwards, I think.
Well done, Raz. Oh, thanks, Lou. Cheers. I'm only learning, mate. Oh, mate, you're smashing. Thank you very much. Oh, right.
So they're getting handed all these extra gifts as well. What's that in there? Goggles? Yeah. I bet they got sort of magnifying lenses in them, you know, but I won't go on too much, Raz, because I know that you've been around just a few years and won quite a few trophies, but the way you started today, I mean, third place, second place, then a win. Do you think we should run sort of evening meetings?
I ain't forgotten you was a milkman once. Yeah, I know we had a bit of a slack period earlier on. Couldn't get this right, couldn't get that right. But the track was very, very difficult to ride, but the staff worked so hard. The staff worked so hard to get it right, and they got it right in the end. So I think they deserve a good pat on the head there. They've done very, very well. As far as the racing goes, what can you say? You put your mind to it, don't you? Sometimes, I know I'm getting old now, so I put my mind a bit later, you know.
Well, indeed you do. But Raz, what I've got to say is that when I looked at that lineup for the final, I was almost saying that, you know, you've just about qualified for the final. The worst possible gate, right on the outside, but absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, having said that about the worst possible gate, when you look at something like that, you know that you're up against all the good riders in the final, and there's only one way round on the inside, but there's another way round on the outside, so it gives you a little bit of leeway because they're going to be queuing up on the first corner. But as it happens, we got a good start, shut the door, and well, rest is history, isn't it?
Absolutely right. And Danny, if I can bring you in, because obviously we've heard it from a driver's perspective, but a very enjoyable day for you.
No, it's very hard. It was very hard from where I was sitting. We did get stronger and stronger as they got on. But second place again, I think we're allergic to first when Leicester's about, because we don't like nosebleeds because being up that high. But he's a great champion, and he's the bloke you've got to beat.
Well, indeed he is, and I think we'll leave it on that note with second place again this afternoon, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. So, as you've just heard, we have got a great champion. Is it 5 or 6 times he's won that British Championships? We know he does brilliantly for us abroad in the European Championships. Well, again, they've had a very hard day's racing. It was win, 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 win. Then the old boy come and beat him in the final, but they've done enough in terms of the points all day long. Our winners of the Talent Engineering 500cc Sidecar Championship, Leicester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens. This is where he gets all the advice from Lou on what he's done wrong this afternoon and what he's got to put right for the future. A photo with George, yeah? Alright. So what am I supposed to do? Tell him a joke or something? What would you call a 3-legged donkey? Most certainly wonky. Huh? Hey? No, don't, Raz. Don't! Right, the photos are taken, are they? No, we want more. So you've given him ideas. Every time you do something, he gets an idea as well. Right, Leicester, what can I say? Busy, busy day, making sure nobody beats you at all in the heats, and then what happened in the final?
The old boy was there again, wasn't he? No, you can never take it away from him. He's always there. He's been there too long. About time he retired. Give me a break.
Well, no, we want you to have some competition, but I mean, as we watch you go through the day, I mean, it's pretty obvious why you'll keep winning these British Championships. You know, the machinery perfect, you're a very hard rider, but I mean, I'm hearing through the sort of words here this afternoon that it was a little bit hard this afternoon.
Very hard, yeah. Like Raz says, the track was not perfect, but the club, you know, done well and kept it as best they could, and we all had to get on with it. It was the same for everybody, so it's just one of those things, you got to get on with it.
Well, you have indeed, and I know you spend a lot of time travelling abroad in these European Championships, etc. But how does the sort of size-wise of this track compare with that?
Yeah, they're not all big abroad. Like tomorrow is going to be the one. You know, I like big tracks. I prefer the big tracks, and you can really get it on the big tracks.
Really get it on? I can't follow that, can I? Right, Andrew, it's up to you. I just mentioned to you, Danny, a moment ago. You know, we're talking about Bratstreet and hard work for you guys, but. You can't knock his performance today, can you?
Oh no, he's a brilliant rider. Sometimes he makes it hard work, but yeah, we're here, we won, so.
Well, you're here and you won. I'll let you enjoy it, because let's give it a 1, 2, 3 again, because we've got in third place Wayne Reid and Clive Preston, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg in second, but our Talent Engineering champions Leicester Goodwin and Andrew Stevens.
George, you want the girls next to you? Nice one. One on each day. Oh my God! Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, you're ready. There you have our All right, everyone. I'll sponsor it again next. All right.
That's it. That has secured the sponsorship for next year.
Sit down again.
You get double helping, George.
And again, take another fold.
Yeah.
Is that clockwork, that camera? Dave! We've just got one more lot of presentations to go. The cups that are up here, the under-23s.
Thank you very much, Jim. And if we can have Mr. John Tomar come up, please, from the JT Commercials. A very, as I said when we were commentating, a tremendous friend of Grasstrack and Speedway. Been pleased with the way things are going again this year.
Sorry, darling.
Done a good job. All the staff have been very, very good, and the track staff should be applauded for what they've done on that corner, because I went out there and looked at it and it was pretty rough. So I think the track staff, we all should give them a round of applause.
Yeah. Round of applause to the track staff. I agree with that. Well done, John. Right, JT Commercials Under-23 Championship. In third place, a young man who I watched come through the youth grass track scene, and he's now really a big favourite at Swindon Speedway. So please come forward, Mr. Jason King. No, he nearly went.
I'm glad they all went. I thought it was first. How you doing on your film, Laura?
So we jump on the rostrum and I'll talk to them all in a minute. Second place, another young man that I get to see every Monday because he's been riding the latter part of the season for Reading Speedway. The one and only Andrew Appleton.
Well done, Andrew.
There you go. And the garland. All right. And, well, last year's champion, he came here. We haven't seen much of him in the UK. He came here and he won the JT Commercials Under-23 Championship. He obviously liked it in the UK because he's been racing over here for Edinburgh Speedway all summer. But he's come back down here and he's retained his championship. Please, a round of applause for the one and only Theo Pijper. Jump on the rostrum there, Theo. Would you like to present the next trophy first before we do the interviews? We got the special trophy, the Lee Harris Memorial Trophy for the Rider of the Day. And John, you chose Theo Pjiper, yes?
Correct, Theo Pjiper.
Any reason?
Best man on the day.
You got it. There you go. I thought I'd ask you. Oh, a coat as well. Right. Jason, it's good to talk to you again. Congratulations on your third place.
Yeah, thank you. It's a good day. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it. What happened near the end there? You had a bit of a problem with the bike basically conking out there on the start before the final.
Yeah, I think the start marshal was playing about with the flags and I revved up and the clutch burnt out. It held us too long.
And then the spare bike obviously didn't go too well because you're right at the back.
Yeah, I couldn't get to grips with that. I mean, it's completely different to the other one, but never mind.
Now, I think, if I'm right, the two top riders who are not seeded for tomorrow actually go forward to tomorrow's event. So it looks like you may be in there because you're not riding tomorrow, are you?
Yeah, I've got a speedway meeting tomorrow.
What? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's only conference now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the one we need to win the title, so I've got to be there. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble.
Actually, I'll be in trouble with Peter Toogood trying to keep you here, wouldn't I?
That's it.
Anyway, congratulations, Jason King. And we'll come round to Andrew Appleton. Andrew, I thought there was going to be a big showdown in that final, but semi-final didn't go quite so well for you.
No, that's right. Unfortunately, the green flag never went up on the start, and sort of just missed the start a bit. But yeah, the best man won on the day. It was Theo, and congratulations to him. But I've had a good day, and track wasn't ideal, but we managed to get through it and got the second place. So.
The track, because it's so soft, it basically sort of cut up. So the first few races, when you're going after it was graded, I suppose it was brilliant, and then it's just basically you were digging in afterwards, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It started off really good, and as the day went on, it just got a bit sandier and sandier, and ended up quite deep. So, but all credit to the track staff; they've done a very good job, and it's everyone had to ride it. So that's the way it goes.
Congratulations on your second place.
Thanks very much.
That's Andrew Appleton, everybody, and the winner here, Theo Pijper. Well, they race on sandy tracks out in Holland. But when I interviewed him last year, he said the sand was different over here, didn't you?
Yeah, you have lots of drive all the way around here. So, but I didn't race in Holland anymore, so this was the first time on a rough track.
Well, you didn't seem to let it worry you. You obviously like rough tracks the way you were going today.
Yeah, in the practice it went very good, and then it cut up a little bit, and I had lots of drive, so went pretty good, yeah.
Well, now you're used to the track. Watch out, Gerd Risk, Calvin Tatum, Paul Hurry, Robert Bath tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, I hope we can beat him, but it should be very hard tomorrow.
Well, not only congratulations on your win, JT Commercials, I think a round of applause is due here because 5th in the World Championship, I think that deserves a round of applause. Congratulations on that as well. And good luck tomorrow. Thank you very much. Jason King, Andrew Appleton, and our winner, Theo Pijper. Round of applause. Well, JT Commercials there. John Tarr with his team of people in their blue and white, having their picture taken. And of course, those that are going to stay around, we've got the arena trial, the bar's going to be open. What are you going to be doing tonight then, Jim?
Well, I don't think it'll take too much to guess what I'll be doing, as long as somebody's already bought me a drink, and I'll be straight in there, and then that'll keep going all night long.
What, one drink?
Have to really get the old throat lubricated for tomorrow, don't we?
That's definite, that's right. So I think it's gone very well today, and if the weather stays like it is and the racing we've had today, I think we're in for a good day tomorrow.
Well, I think the incredible thing is, Dave, I mean, we talk about it a lot, but there's so much work goes on behind the scenes before the event to get the riders here, to get all the sponsors involved. And we do, at the end of the day, totally rely on the weather. We know that tinged with a bit of sadness means we're coming to the end of the year, but we do see more of the Speedway boys involved. But yeah, I mean, I hope this sort of thing continues, and I do hope that Lady Luck is with us with the weather for tomorrow.
Fantastic. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you all tomorrow, by the way. Enjoy the rest of your evening, because as I say, the arena trial, beer tent's open, and of course I'm sure there'll be the odd barbecue going on down in the paddock area. Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you all.